testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Happy Hour here at King's Pizza. We'll remind you, we got practice of freedom of speech. It's all free. Speech is free. But the pizza costs money. So if you need pizza, please buy a pizza. If you can't afford a pizza, we could give you a pizza because we got a homeless program and we can feed you. No shame, no shame. That's what they say in Hawaii. No shame, no shame.
No shame.
I think sometimes we need some shame though, you know what I mean? You know, some people, just a little bit of shame, just a little bit. It's okay. It'll keep you humble. Because if that don't keep you humble, life will put your ass, keep you humble. That shit'll keep you the fuck humble. Like, every time like I think I'm the shit, like I'm really like on top of everything, like something horrible happened that's completely out of my control. That ever happens? You ever notice that? Just when you're at the top of your game, something horrible happened? Like it happened to me when I'm my first week at the radio station, right? I'm in the first week, I'm rolling everything, rolling around. I'm like, yo, this is easy ass job. I sit there in my desk, like, damn, this is, put my feet up. All of a sudden, the room starts shaking. It was a fucking earthquake, yo. Like this happened 2006. It was a 7.0 earthquake in Hawaii. Everything, but this happened like, I'm from Philly, yo. Like there ain't no earthquakes in Philly. The only, if you feel some shit like that means the subway coming or like a train's coming. And that's the only way, just like train coming. I thought the train was coming, but like the train ain't coming to like 20, 30 something, right? Like that shit, fuck. You ever seen how I just know they fucking up running that train. You know it's fucked up because how is they like $2 billion over budget and ain't nobody get arrested yet? Like, you know what I mean? If I was to be working here, right, cooking pizzas and I come up $20 missing, mushroom will fuck you up, yo. For real, how is we $2 billion over budget? And it's not like we don't got people that do math, because you know we in Hawaii right now, in Wahiwa, there is like a mathematical genius. He's like 10 years old. He was on TV. He was on like a couple TV shows like Greatest Kid. This kid's just like super scary, yo. Like he's gonna make like a super atomic bomb if we don't get him in the right school. Because I think he's up there in Lelehua. He need to be in Punahou. You know what I mean? Yo, he gonna be in Lelehua. He gonna make a big ass meth lab and shit. Like, he gonna have a fucking super efficient meth lab, just churning it out just for the world. He gonna be the best fucking method from Wahiwa because of this little motherfucker. So we gotta get him, like, go put him in Punahou, Iolani, something. And we go get him some good teachers, some good people, like. Why you want fuck? No. But you know what I mean, why don't they put that little kid in charge of the rail project? He'll fix it up. Put them together, like. I knew they was fucking up because I see how they doing it already. They starting out in the west side, ain't nothing out in the west side. It's just it's farms. But like you look at the pillars and the pillars got like ancient Hawaiian hieroglyphics and shit. You know, like how the fuck? And as you get closer, we just don't have the hieroglyphics no more, and then it just gets, there ain't no paint on it no more. Like, yo, you spent all the money back there where nothing enjoys it. Fucking mongoose, love it. They run up in it's like a little playland for the mongooses and shit. Running up the fuck, we got, they said this happened before in past history. You know the Easter Islands, the Moais, that used to be part of their rail system. And, and it sucked them dry. They gonna come down here 1,000,000 years from now. Those pillars are still gonna be up. Fuck. What's going on? What else gonna talk about? Like, you know what I be thinking? I'm getting old, right? Y'all all know I'm getting old. And there's a lot of beautiful women in right here, right now. So I just want to let y'all know I want to have a baby and shit. I want to get it. I want to have a baby, yo. Like I'm at that age. I'm like, yo, I gotta have a legacy. Like. For me, it's just like I just can't have my YouTube be my legacy and shit. Like, it's like 6 followers, yo. Like, damn. Fuck, I'm putting out like 7 hours of content of everybody and 6 followers, 10 likes, and that's because I go on different computers and be liking it and shit. But I think I can have a kid though. Like, I had a lot of practice because I dated a lot of women my age, and they all got kids, grown kids and shit. Oh, grown kids and shit. Oh, man. I think I can have a kid though, because I have pets. It's the same shit, right? It's the same shit. Like, I had pets, like, and I love, I have a pet, like, I love it. Like, I guess it's bad because I got this thing where I love people that hate me and shit. Like, the only person that I've ever told you I love you to hates me and shit. It's fucked up. Yo, that's just the way the world is. I'm like this because of beautiful women. It broke my heart. Oh. Broke my heart. Now I gotta try to fix my heart by my damn self. Gotta learn some shit called the love languages and shit. Yeah. These fucking, you know what it was funny about the love language? Whatever your love language is whatever your parents didn't give you. Yeah. Ooh, it's deep. I smoke a lot of weed. So. I be looking into this shit like, it's a rabbit hole. So you watch one, you watch the other. But I have pets. And it's crazy though, because my favorite animal is cats. I love cats. Love cats. They cute as shit.
Oh yeah.
They don't like me. No, they don't like me at all. Like, it's funny. I was just having this conversation the other day. Like, y'all know that dog and God is spelled backwards? That's for a reason. That's like part of like, when the English language was put together, like they made it so the animal that looks at you as God is like the backwards of dog. So there's an animal that looks at you like you're God. Like, so that's how, yeah. So they put it the other way and shit. Hey, smoke weed, dog, smoke weed. So you'll see it. Oh, okay. You find out when you dig this shit, you start teaching yourself stuff. You find out a lot of shit's just fucked up. They didn't even know Shakespeare. Y'all know about this? Like, there's no Shakespeare. Shakespeare was a society of writers in England that came together and made the English language. And their mascot was William Shakespeare. Facts!
Nah.
Yeah, just keep reading. You gotta keep going into Wikipedia. Keep flicking up. You can't read the first paragraph. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Back to the cats though. I love me some pussy. No, no, it was just, I like this cat. It's funny though, because my cat, he hated me. He tried to kill me several occasions. Yeah, several occasions he tried to kill me. Like, well, I be trying to walk down the stairs and he just catch my feet and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo. And you know what, cat? Like, there's been studies about cats and dogs. Like, if you die, a dog's gonna wait like 2-3 weeks before he eats you. And he gonna eat you, but because he have to. I will eat you if I have to. Like, y'all can eat me if we have to. Like, but the dog gonna wait a couple weeks. Cat, couple days. Couple days. Like, my cat was trying to kill me several occasions. Like, now even stray cats be trying to kill me because I be driving. You ever be driving at night and a cat just jar across the street? Like, it happens several times at night. Like, you fucking cat's trying to kill me. Then I really feel it like when I get out of my car and I'm walking home, and then you see the eyes, and it's just like, oh, here they come. Oh, here they come. They gonna get me. They gonna get me. I used to go home, and my cat just looks at me with disappointment. It just, then he just tell me to fill his plate. Like, all right, I got you. I told you I had weird shit. I had a cat that talked to me growing. Like, I had a cat that talked. I know for real. Like, when I first saw it, I was getting ready for work. I'm sitting there getting ready for work. In fact, we had to put shirt and tie. Yeah, I thought it was the devil. I tell you the truth. I thought it was the devil. Because I'm sitting there getting ready for work. The cat comes up to me, looking dead in my face, says, "Where you going?" Fuck. Somebody done put PCP in my shit. They got acid, you know what I mean? Like, I'm hallucinating. They got mushrooms in this. This ain't regular weed. This ain't, fuck. Where you going? I was like, I'm going to work. He's like, oh. And this one said, oh, shit. I really thought it was just me going crazy. So I ain't never said it to tell nobody. And then until I had to move to Hawaii. And I had the cat. And I can't take the cat to Hawaii, because if you're going to take the cat, might as well take another person. That shit's expensive. Like, to take an animal over a plane, that shit's like $1,000-something. They gonna quarantine them and give them the corona shots and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a lot.
Oh, that's a lot of money. Like, so I leave the cat with my mom. And like 2 days later, my mom was like, yeah, you know your cat talks, right? I was like, oh shit. You saw it too, and my mom don't smoke weed. So I was just like, oh. She saw it too. I'm like, Mom, what did you see? She's like, the cat comes up to me and says, where's Ralph? My real name is Raphael. She says, where's Ralph? Whoa. And she was like, he's not gonna be here no more. He's gonna go, he moved away to Hawaii. He goes, oh. What? And then the cat just be standing at the window like, Ralph!
Jesus!
Ralph!
It's that voodoo shit!
Oh shit. That cat committed suicide though.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, cat committed suicide.
Nah.
Yeah, we had a crazy ass pit bull in the back. And you know what I mean? There's just, how the fuck you just gonna go challenge one-on-one a pit bull? That's, damn. Then rat cat reincarnated itself though. They do that. Yeah, it came out in Hawaii. I had another cat, same kind of cat, black cat. This cat was so affectionate. Like, this cat helped me get pussy. Like, because I'll be in a room and I'll be with a chick and then we talking and all of a sudden this cat comes up to me and is just so affectionate to me. Like, comes up and like puts his hand under my arm so I can pet it. Would just come curl in my lap. Like, oh wow, like, thanks cat, this is a good look out.
That's a good look.
It makes me look really nice. Like, and the cat's so affectionate. The cat was kind of gay. You know what I mean? It was a little bit. It was because it's a boy cat, but he'll come kiss you on the lips. Crawl up on your shit and like a little lip. I hit my lip. That's a kiss. Like, get the fuck off me, faggot. Like, yeah. Don't play that shit. So homophobic, I know. But no, that's a funny thing for me. Get off me, man. You're a boy. Like, stop.
Stop.
They used to cuddle. That shit was crazy though. But one time the cat died. Fuck. That was bad. And it was 5 in the morning. I had to go to work. I work in a radio station. Like, I just can't be not showing up to shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I gotta be there and run the show. So I'm like, fuck. So I let the cat there, put it there. That's when the showbiz hit kick. You just like fucking be crying and just clean it up. Okay, hey! Like, just, then you cry in your own time and shit. It's fucked up. You gotta hold it in. You know who told you about, that's why guys, we gotta hold it in. Gotta hold it in. Can't let that shit out. Hold it in. You know who told me that? My mom. She was like, stop getting it, hold it in. Hold it. I ain't raised a little girl. Hold it in. Like, so now it comes out on Bad Times and shit. Like Disney movies and shit. Oh. Oh, it don't even be something sad, it be something proud and shit. You know what I mean? Like the Eagles winning and shit. The Eagles winning, like, I don't know why I cry. I should be happy. But if there's a fight and it's like somebody dies in front of me, stone face, like I'm a warrior, like fucking Adele singing. Oh, fuck, that gets me. So my cat dies and shit. I finish the show. I come back like 9-10 hours later and shit. My cat's still on the floor, like, fuck. Wrap him up in a towel, take him to the SPCA. And I was like, I'm so lucky I don't got kids, yo. You know? Because if that would have been a child, oh, I'll be on the fucking news. I'll be in jail. Oh, yeah, how much trouble I would be. And they were like, popular DJ and radio announcer has just left a kid in his dead in his room for 8 hours. He's a monster.
He's a monster.
They'll lock me up, throw away the keys. I'm a monster. But yeah, that's why I think I can have kids and shit, you know what I mean? Fuck it. So bad. Oh, fuck. But, ladies and gentlemen, if I could just leave you with just a quick release. The alien invasion is over. It's over. Yesterday, the news reports of the UFOs came out. And yeah, it was all the tea I smoked. Y'all be paying attention to the wrong shit. There was a congressional report that was paid for $22 million for a congressional report on putting it on. And just to find out the government don't know shit. Like, for real, like, oh, because I knew that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
fucking assholes, like, so it's over. There was this big old spaceship that was on its way here, but it made a U-turn. It was a Imuamua. The Hawaiians named it. They found it on the top of Haleakala. It was a big spaceship coming, then it turned, like a couple years ago, it turned away. I think it called because it saw the Trump administration and we was wilding out, and everybody's like, nah, it's not the time. It's not the time. It's not the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is King's Pizza Happy Hour, and as every week, we have a special guest host, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for Nicole Boner.
Oh man, this feels like high school all over again. No one's here. And I'm just gonna go eat in the bathroom. Paco, with the mic reach down there? Yeah. Oh man,
if you're
so
taking him with you.
I do this because I always had anxiety like as a kid. And my mom actually tried to put me in ballet when I was a kid. And we had a big recital one day, and we had these little Mickey Mouse costumes on. So we had the ears on our head and the tutus and like the whole nine. And when it was time for us to do our part of the solo, I stood there with my finger up my nose, and the girl next to me just pulled her tutu down because she was just so nervous. So I still stick my finger up my nose every now and then. And I'm assuming she has an OnlyFans account. You can find it under Peekaboo. So, sorry, it's funnier in my head. Oh man. So I'm from Staten Island. And I was gonna wear my Staten Island girl uniform, which is you wear all black and uncomfortable heels. So you're just walking around like this, like, oh my God, girls, we're going to the club. Let's take a picture, okay? Again, funnier in my head. Probably because you're from New York. Whatever, it's fine. Again, this is all stoner brain happening right now. But I'm done wearing those shoes. You know, I'm 34. I wear a size 10. I am flat-footed and I have bunions, and I'm just tired of being uncomfortable. So this is fucking what you get.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yes.
But anyone? This is just I'm gonna do a stoner boner thought that I had today. Was anyone affected by COVID? Does anyone know someone affected by COVID? I don't know why we're clapping, but yeah. Woo, COVID. So this is my stoner theory of today. Like, I honestly do think that China let this leak because it was trying to weed out the weak. But hear me out. Hear me out before someone throws me the traffic because they think I'm being racist. But years ago, China allowed families to have 3 children to a household instead of 2. So I'm thinking these like hierarchy, like birth control lunatics turned around and looked at each other one day and they're just like, release the hounds! And that's ironic because they eat dogs in China. Sorry. Oh yeah, man, I'm sweating up here. But you know, COVID happened and no one was talking about people's mental health. And that was such a priority because, you know, it's like stay at home, lock your doors, hide your kid, hide your wife. You can go to Target, but you can't go to your friend's house. Right. You can riot, you can loot, but sorry, Grandma, there's not going to be a funeral for you. We're just going to dump you in the ocean. You can go sit at McDonald's on a drive-thru line, but Mom and Pop can't keep a plate on your table because they don't suck the government's dick. You fucking made it, guys. Like, this was hard. Like, either you were living with your degenerate family, you were living with your porn-addicted roommate, or you were by yourself. And you probably had a gun in your hand and you didn't kill yourself, so congratulations. Round of applause. Yeah, we're still here. So my name's Nicole Boner. I'll give you a quick story about that. My friend Tim, we're going from the friend zone to the end zone. Ayo! Thanks to the open bar at that wedding. And we're doing our thing, and then he loses his dick. And I'm looking under the mattress, and I'm like, no dick. I'm looking under the sheets.
No dick!
But there it was. It was sucked in.
Oh!
Like, it was sucked in like a cougar who was dehydrated on the beach. It was just like,
Oh.
motherfucker had diabetes, so whenever his blood sugar dropped, so would his penis. So I had to sit there, and we had M&M's thankfully on the side of the bed, and it's like hungry, hungry hippos. I'm just throwing M&Ms in his mouth and bringing him back to life. But that wasn't the only time chocolate was in the bedroom. Milk, lemonade, around the corner, chocolate sweet. If you can't guess, we had anal, and one time I pooped on his dick. So I guess we can call it. Get it now? So I come from Staten Island, and my parents, they did the best that they could do for myself and my brother. My mom was she was a special ed teacher, and when she had myself and my brother, she retired because she now had her very own retards to take care of. And I know that's controversial, but look up the word in the dictionary. It's mentally challenged, and we're all suffering in some ways or another. But my dad was a parole officer, and he used to bust in my room, and he's like, "You fucking bitch, I know you've been smoking weed in the house again. You're gonna pee in this cup right now."
Whoa.
And I'm like, "Dad, I'm only 3 years old. Like, how am I smoking weed? Like, I'm not one of your parolees. Like, you gotta chill." And growing up in this kind of household, like, where as a woman, like, you have no value except for what you can put on the table, which is usually a 5-course meal. That's what's expected of you. That's it. And little did anyone know that I still don't know how to use a microwave, so joke's on everybody else. And your parents, like, groom you. Like, you're the daughter, like, you're, like, My Little Pony. Like, it's insane. For my first communion, I was 7 years old, and my mom took me to a boutique in Brooklyn to buy special underwear. And I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm 7 years old, like, why do I need, like, special underwear? Am I going to, like, a sexy slumber party? Or are we doing first communion? What are we doing here? So she buys me white silk underwear with, like, bedazzled gems on the back. And I was forced to wear them. And every time I sat down, a gem would, like, penetrate in my ass, and I just looked up and I'm like, "God, are we good? Like, am I going to hell because I'm getting penetrated right now? It's not my birthing canal, it's in my asshole. Like, are we good?"
Are we good?
We're obviously still good, hopefully. And then my parents sent me to Catholic school. And I went to an all-girl Catholic high school, and if you can't imagine it, imagine 147 period cycles all synced together.
Woo!
Yeah. And then after that, guess what kind of college I went to?
All girls. Catholic.
Yes. But when I turned 18, I got kicked out because my birthing canal got penetrated, and I'm like, "Oh no, you're tainted. You gotta go. Sorry." So I transferred to a school called the College of Staten Island, and CSI, and people call it the College for Stupid Idiots. And ironically enough, it was Staten Islanders who went to this school that makes this acronym up. But when you're from Staten Island, your bar is so low, expectation is so low, like your car, your friends, your family, boyfriends, your job. So it's no surprise that by the time you're 30, you're probably dead because of a drug overdose, that you were hanging out with your ex, and because you didn't pay attention in physics to know how these chemicals react in your body. But, Staten Island, it's a hub between New York City and New Jersey, pretty much. And we're known as the Forgotten Borough. And if you don't believe me, Grand Theft Auto, the video game, they did a New York series. And they had the ferry going from Manhattan to Staten Island, and when it went back to Staten Island, there was nothing there, it was an abyss. So it's pretty much like the Bermuda Triangle. So if you ever go to Staten Island, you are just going to disappear. But if you do go and you're brave enough, we're known for Wu-Tang Clan, Practical Jokers, and drugs. So if you do go, you can listen to some gangster rap while you watch 4 guys make assholes of each other, make millions of dollars for it, and shoot up. So I don't know, it sounds like a good vacation to me. I talk a lot about sex. This streams from when I was actually in college. I wrote a sex column. It was called Sex and the Island, which was a corny shout out to Sex in the City. And I was the only college student as a female who got called a slut, even though I only had sex with a handful of partners at that time. So you write about sex, so you must have sex with everybody then. Actually, I'm more like a cicada. I only come once every 17 years.
Nice.
But, how much time do we have? 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Okay. So, talking about sex, let's talk about strip clubs. So anyone been to a strip club? It's okay. The camera's on me, so I need you to raise your hand.
What is that?
Wait, have you
How much
been?
you pay?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was about to say, like, come on,
Sorry, I
girl.
did not hear you. I did not hear you.
A club?
A
Make
strip
it rain.
club. So most of these strip clubs, at least especially the 3 that are out here, they're all female strip clubs. And as a female, like, you have the upper lip, or should I say the upper lip, when you go to a strip club, because you're not a threat to these women. Like, I'm not gonna take out my fucking 7-inch dildo and tickle some pussies while I'm at the strip club. So like, we're gonna be best friends. I'm talking about like high school sleepover, no bras and pillow fights, kind of best friends. And they usually, what I like to do is once we establish this friendship, I'm like, are they real? And they're like, do you want to find out? And I'm like, yeah. So I grab them, and I usually, 9 out of 10 times, you're grabbing onto an implant. And it literally feels like you're grabbing on a pelican who is choking on a tennis ball. But, you know, it's just a reminder, like, I'm thankful. When I was a kid, I went to my pediatrician, and I'm like, when are my boobs going to grow? And he just looked at me very confused, and I'm thankful for my small boobs, and so are male strippers. Has anyone been to a male strip club? Yeah. So there's a place called Larry Flint's in Las Vegas. It's a co-ed strip club. And if you go into the male side, they talk about men being sleazy at strip clubs. And you see these women, and they're like sea lions, and they're clapping for their treat. Like, their treat is that glitter bomb dick, and it's all sweaty, and they want it. So I made out with a stripper that night, because I was one of the sea lions. And he looked like Rick Grimes coming back from season 9 of The Walking Dead, like the scruffy beard, the cowboy hat, the cowboy boots, and he had little tiny whities on. So you know, it's every 20-something-year-old girl's fantasy is banging someone that's old enough to be their dad and wears tiny whities. And I couldn't go any further that time, but years later I went back to Vegas and we found each other. And we ended up in one of the private rooms. And he's just like gyrating on me. He's like, yeah, like, you want this? Like, $137. And in my head, I'm just thinking, like, I wasn't the best student. I wasn't really great at math, but I know you round up. You round down or up to the nearest 0. Like, baby, you're at least worth 140. Like, write that on a piece of paper, stick it on a mirror, let that be your affirmation. I couldn't go through with it because you're in Vegas. Why are you going to pay for sex? It's like having to pay for healthcare. Like, that shit should be for free.
Hey!
So instead, I met this guy who was from Mexico, and I found out he was, well, we had sex, but he was trying to linger on because he wanted the green card. And I'm sure, you know, my parents must be so proud of me, and maybe my dad wasn't kidding when he said he should have used the condom. That's my time, guys. I'm Nicole Boner.
Whoa!
Let's see who we have coming up next. Is that like a blowing sound? Oh, Tony! Tony is like my gay best friend because he lets me talk about shit.
Yeah!
That doesn't make it weird. So, see my...
No!
Best friend.
Don't listen, internet! Don't listen! Alright, I'm gay, whatever. It's fine. That's the kind of cool, that's, once again, I was just talking about how awesome life is.
Yeah, just a little.
And 10 seconds ago, that part that no one paid attention to, where I came out of the closet and announced myself as gay, and literally absolutely nothing happened to me. It's a miracle, right? Like, we're living in a good time right now. Right? No consequences, no disappointed parents. You know, in fact, I might have more of a career now. Is Hula's open again? Gays, bring me back. Where's Scarlett? I'm talking right to him. Gays! Come on, you need someone to open those drag shows. That's me. Okay, this is, I'm gonna run this by my woke, board of executives here. I don't know, you know what I mean? You know, things that are so important, they need a bunch of smart people to run them, you know? People are always on some kind of board, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about, boards. You guys are my boards let me just, okay. Is it okay for a man to be homophobic against himself.
No.
all right. Okay, I can. No, I think that's great. I like that. That's a lot of personal liberty because I think some straight guys feel a lot of pressure to gay it up nowadays. You don't think that?
I don't know.
You wanted our woke litmus test.
It's just because here's the thing. Have you ever heard a gay guy talk about vagina? They are not enthusiastic about your lady parts. I know you guys think you're friends and you go hang out together and stuff. We're like, right, we're gay friends, right? But gay guys think your private parts are horrible. They do. They don't like it at all.
50%. They love titties.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do, yes.
Yes,
they
Because
do.
everybody has titties. Their boyfriend has
No,
titties.
they like
Their boy.
But I'll tell you this as a lifelong boob connoisseur, all right? Common misconception, right? You're thinking like, oh, they're gay. Isn't it crazy that they like large boobs? No.
No.
Men, we like all boobs. We like them all. I love you just nodding away,
It's a fact.
validating my man feelings. Thank you. It's great. Me
Boobs,
too.
if they're there, they good.
Boobs are so great. I think they're so great. Like people worry. They're like, oh, I have small boobs. It's okay. Small boobs are good. You got small boobs. You're fine. You know what I mean? I think mine are delightfully perky. Still got my age working for me. Came in. I don't even wear a bra, bro. Rides this high natural. Feel good about my perky little titties. I feel like my tits are literally an invention of modern society. Have you ever seen pictures of guys enlisting in the armies in the 40s? You know what I mean? They're like, take me out of this depression right now. I'd rather be killing Filipinos than starving to death in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? It was just, they didn't eat much back then. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like I would be sexy in like the 1700s. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Ladies would be like, oh my God, he has breasts? How much money does he have? Oh my goodness. Right? Man boobs don't work for me like that nowadays. I feel like boobs on a man now are about as useful as like those wings were for a dodo. It's like, it's just gonna lead to our extinction, I feel like. That's how nature's gonna weed us out. It's like, they do nothing! Why, God? Why would you give me these instead of arms? Or even claws? Really, wings? And I can't even fly. Right? Dude, I was like, that dodo to me was like Lucifer in Paradise Lost. You know what I mean? I'm like, I get it, Satan. Right? Swipe out of existence. It's so hard, it shouldn't exist at all. I get it, Dodo. This is it. Where did that come from? All right, here we go.
Childhood, I think.
Wow, childhood. I sang the Muppet Babies song earlier today. You guys are all approximately, the Muppets? You know the Muppet Babies? Muppet Babies, we make our dreams come true. Right? We wish that you were there. Just close your eyes and make believe, and you can be anywhere. Muppet, 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 baby, Muppet baby. Yep. That's the second time today I've sung that song. All right, yeah, no, it was a good way, like, I thought it was a very Hawaii show. You know what I mean? The Muppet Babies. You guys know the Muppets?
Yeah, yeah.
This is I know they weren't like people, but this was definitely like a multiracial group, right? In a way that children could understand. Like, what? The pig is having sex with the frog? Well, I guess black people are alright then. Isn't that what the Muppet Babies were? I feel like Mrs. Piggy, she was the first body positive figure that ladies had. Bitch didn't even care that they called her Piggy. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, Mrs. if you're nasty. Shit. She was fucking that skinny frog. Yeah. It was good. It was good. It was multiracial. I got more time. I can look at myself. We got time. Thank you all, everyone. I just specifically want to call thank you for our Facebook friendships. Thank you. Thank you. It's good, you know what I mean? It's just like, it is like high school. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. We got 23 mutual friends and we ain't cool. What's up, right? Suggested friend, you know? Let's not be suggested friends anymore. Let's just be internet friends. It's very, you guys know this. Downside comedians, a lot of show invites in there, a lot of spam, a lot of Jose Dynamite inviting you to a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like, we get it, Erica, we know. It's every fucking Tuesday. We get it. Erica, it's so not cool when you like your own post. Alright, I know you're trying to beat the algorithm, alright, by commenting on your own post, but...
That's hysterical.
We're all psychos. What are we trying to do? What does the computer want me to do? How many times a day do I post? Afternoon, people in my time zone are awake. Like, what has it done to us? We're psychos. We're psychos. Do not ever not respond to a message I send you. Holy shit, they give you way too much information, you know? They're like, Sarah saw your message and then decided to switch to Instagram because she got enough information from the preview to know that it was going to take her a long time to respond if she actually opened the post. So she just went with the preview. She'll check it out after work. Calm down. You already got 4 likes from the unemployed people. Just relax. You'll get your validation at 6 p.m. This is better than a psychiatrist. This is exactly what it is. If it's any clue that maybe I shouldn't be on social media, this is probably it. There's a lot of, okay, this is another thing I want to just put out there, guys. It's a lot of responsibility, just having friends, right? Because, you know, you want to, hey, what are you doing? I care about what you're up to. But one thing that we need to stop, I'm not trying to accuse anybody, I don't know, we haven't been Facebook friends long enough for me to know this about you, but these fucking charity things on your birthday, right? Like, I'm not anti-charity! Okay? I'm not. Alright? I'm such a, I can't go to Kaka'ako Beach Park because when I see homeless cats, it makes me emotional.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're an only child. You get like these weird, can't see abandoned things anymore because it hurts your soul, you know. And stop putting charities on your birthday, Facebook friends. All right, I wasn't gonna give you anything anyway. But now you're pulling like children's hunger into our internet friendship. You know what I mean? Like what? What is that? You know what I'm saying? Like we were on a no gift relationship, but now I gotta say no to Africa. You know, or river blindness, or or summer camps for lesbian goalies. That's. I got a half sister. She got a scholarship. It's a whole thing. That's one of those references that's so deep it sounds made up. All right, here we go. All right, one more thing. I want to say this because I thought about it when I was outside. Jessica, I don't know why you make me think of the west side of Oahu. But I do. You know what? As a non-threatening male, I know what it's like when dangerous people like you. You know, and that's what it's like to be popular in Hawaii. I get it. I get it. Yeah, you know what I mean? I get the same thing. Like, no one's worried about me. You know, I clearly sound like I'm not from here. So, they're like, oh, he's from out of town. Probably Mexican. He's swarthy. All right. But no, what I love about this is how you know that people are from a tough neighborhood when they use the neighborhood they're from as a threat against you. Yeah, I had that happen to me at Kamakana Ali when I was doing some deliveries. Some guy, we got into some stupid thing in the hallway, and then he was like, oh, why not? You know? I love that. I love when your neighborhood's a threat, you know? Because he said it with such confidence, like, confirmation, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not opposed to violence, right? It was great. I just love that, because I've never heard someone tell me they're from Mililani. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Anyway, thank you so much. My name's Tony. Everyone, your host, Nicole!
Tony likes those little boobs, big boobs, everywhere a boob boob. Oh, Tony likes the boob. E-I-E-I-O. But you were so right with the whole Facebook thing. And I can see that little check mark the circle turn blue, right?
I know you're online.
I know you're online. I know you read my message, motherfucker. Get back to me now. And that's where we're at. I took the past day off from my cell phone, and let me tell you guys, do it once in a while. Like, you don't realize like how fucked up your brain gets when you sit in your phone for too long. I mean, live in Hawaii. Like, go outside. Great job, Tony. Next up, it's Miss Jessica Rabbit and her big old titties.
See, Nicole and I go perfect together. She's a big boner and I'm big boobs. Yes. So I am tempted to look all innocent coming in here dressing in white. And I was like, throw it out there afterwards. And then I realized I said over there raising my hand about strip club this, strip club that. I was like, fuck, I gave it all away too freely. Then I gave it all away because I left my book here, who I've been writing down on what I was going to say. I was like, shit. Messing it up left and right. Last week we had a talk about recognition. You know, it's really cool when somebody recognizes you. You're a comedian, or like you're on TV shows, or from your Instagram. I don't get that yet. That's okay. My recognition is a little bit more personal. My recognition is, oh, you fixed my vagina last week. Or the better, the recognition where they don't even say anything to you. They look at you, they meet you in the eyes, and they turn away real quick. That was the butthole exam from last week. They turn and they run. They do not want to recognize you at this point. They did. They just don't want to do it verbally. I don't want you to do it verbally either. That's okay. We can keep that like way in the other direction. You know, warning labels. I should come with a warning label. You should definitely come with a warning label. I know, right? Other things should come with a warning label. Like makeup. Warning label. Do not put your eyelashes on and think you're going to push them down too far because you're going to glue yourself to yourself and your eyelash to yourself. Done this a couple times. Yeah. No. I got a warning today. Do not, under any circumstances, be hairspray in your hair and talking to somebody and think you're going to turn around. My eyelashes have hairspray right now. I'm like, I was like prying my eyelashes apart because I had sprayed them together. I'm like, yeah, because instinctively you close your eyes, right? With hairspray. That shit was not fun. So if all my stuff is messed up, this is why. Yes. What else? Warning labels. To stick on bras. Have you ever tried one?
Yeah.
I don't know how people do that shit. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. It's scary. Like, my daughter is not here so I can say this shit. She can wear them, and she's perfect size for this. And I never warned her about it because I was like, no, she might be traumatized hearing this. But I tried this one time. I got the ones that say they're extra, extra large. And I put one on. I'm waiting. I'm like, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. 5 minutes later, it's still holding. Fuck yes. I put the other one on. I gave it the 5-minute test, right? I get this one on. The bunny ears drop off. You fucker! You wait till. And then I'm thinking it's gonna be easy to come off, right? No, it was not. I'm sitting here and I'm getting pissed, so I yank it really fast. Oh, yeah, I was examining to make sure I still had a nipple in place. It was really rough. It hurt so bad. I couldn't wear a bra for a week after this. So then I'm looking down, I'm like, oh God. Number 2's off. I gotta take number 2 off. I get in the shower, and I'm thinking, steam it up, it'll work. And I'm like being real nice and easy, and shit didn't work. No bra for a whole week. But see, I warned you ladies, don't try it. It's not good. What else needs a warning label? Penises. I'm serious. You gotta think about this. If the penis gets activated, their brain gets deactivated. We should know this. They should know this. They should really know because they've had it their whole life. They don't know. Yeah. What else? Balls. They need a warning label. I found this one out before. Like, not my fault, but I didn't know how it worked, and I certainly didn't know that swinging testicles would look like a toy to the cats. Yeah. ER visit. But that was a warning label. I didn't know this. Like, I don't have testicles, so I don't know how they work. Like, you should warn a lady about this stuff if you're going to have sex outside. You should know how to protect your stuff. I know how to protect my stuff. Let's see, I went through all of those. Oh my God. I almost forgot the most important one. 69. That needs a warning label. I'm not joking. No, I'm short, right? So I'm already vertically challenged. But if you're trying to do this with somebody else who is short, you're going to get suffocated. I'm serious. There's some shit is going to go wrong and you're going to die. Because his legs ain't long enough to give you space if you do it this way. And my legs ain't long enough to it's just not going to work out well. I know. Warned you. So, let's see. These are all new ones that I haven't, well, most of them are new. So I was like, things you shouldn't say or do at work. Active shooter involvement, like training. Has anybody ever been through that? So we're in healthcare, and they have somebody come in and do active shooter training. Did you know you shouldn't volunteer to let the sexy man take you hostage because he looks fucking amazing? You're actually supposed to try to get away from him? My boss got on to me. I'm not supposed to do that. Also, not supposed to disagree with my boss when they're like, you should really do social distancing. You gotta worry about COVID. We don't want you to die. And I'm like, dude, I'm not worried about that. I do more stupid shit to myself than COVID can ever do to me. And the look on his face was priceless. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, damn it. I tell on myself, right? Now they don't want to even let me off for the day because now they're scared I'm going to do some more stupid shit and die. But, you know, I didn't. I'm up here. And then I'm thinking back to what everybody else has said. I'm like, you know, I do stupid shit. But I'm pretty sure Paco probably beat me on this. He's talking about his cat that talks. And then I realized, you know what goes into my head? I don't think about cat. I do think about cat, but not that cat. My cat is special. She likes to try to play with bad boy dogs. And we're not talking about the bad boy. We're talking about the ones that, like, your mama wants to run away, like, teach you for doing this. I'm like, how should a cat play with dogs? His cat committed suicide that way, right? Not the best thing to do. And then I realized, it's my fault. My cat says my pussy playing with dogs. I'm serious. They're usually dogs. Just saying. This is my fault too because I made this choice, right? I make questionable choices occasionally. Okay, maybe more than occasionally. You know, like the time that I accidentally flashed a cop. That was a questionable choice. It was a dare. Who doesn't go for a dare, right? And the person that dared me, how could I not take it? It was a midget who's been on Jerry Springer before. Like, I've known this person my whole life. He's been on Jerry Springer. He's got some, like, cred there. Jerry Springer cred. How do you turn that down? You know, I'm serious. Springer cred. And he's, like, this tall. You can't turn that shit down. I mean, he had me with one, but now he's got me with two. Jerry Springer cred and midget. And I'm flashing the police. And, when I go and I'm like, officer, it's not my fault. He's like, okay, how is it not your fault? This is interesting, tell me. I'm like, it's the midget's fault. And he looks, ma'am, how much have you had to drink? No, I haven't drank at all. I don't drink, officer. Okay, that's a lie, but he doesn't use that. Ma'am, how much drugs have you been doing tonight? No drugs at all. I really don't purposely do drugs. Yeah, no, exactly. Not purposely. Not on purpose. And he's about to put the handcuffs on. I'm like, oh, fuck, here, just go ahead, take me in. When the midget walks up. Fuck yes, I did not go to jail for this. We were just talking about this outside because the really hot cop went by in their car. I was like, you know, could I get away with it a second time but doing it on purpose this time? Like, bam, flash so he'd stop. We're not going to try that because then we get King's busted or some shit. Can I have that happen? But, you know, it is definitely an interesting night. Oh, shit. I saved this one for last on purpose. She talks about anal. Tony and I were talking about anal yesterday. And he completely lost this because he said anybody that's told an anal joke has really told jokes that's hard to be believable. I'm like, there's believable anal jokes. Yes, and they're true, like really true. Really young, first time ever doing this. I'm told, make sure you get plenty lube. I'm like, yes, of course, fuck yes, that makes sense. Do you know if you put too much lube, it becomes a slippery little booger? Yeah, oh, it will go in the right spot. And it's slipping all over the place. And this young girl here, because I was really young, didn't know how to get it to stop. And then when you do get it in, oh my God, I know. You've been playing with him so much trying to get it in that right away. And it's not, and it comes right back out and goes up your back. Yes, exactly. I'm like, what the hell? How does this happen? That's the beginning of Queen of Accidental Happenings right there. Yeah. I was like 19 when this shit happened. How do I even remember this shit? Because I was traumatized. I'm serious, traumatized. Slippery little booger gets off because of the slippery little booger. It shoots everywhere except where he's supposed to. Yeah, you just have to be there. You just, yeah.
You have to be there.
It was a traumatizing moment, but I saved it for last because our boner here talked about her anal. I was like, well, we gave you 2 doses of anal tonight. Just saying. He asked for it yesterday. He gets it tonight. You know, can we say we please, right? We aim to please. I had to get over here where the fan is because otherwise I'll be over here flapping my arms trying to get away because it's hot as shit up here, ladies. I think it's all the heat radiating off from right here. Woo! Those ladies are putting it up. I like it. And I get to take at least one of them home with me later. Well, not home, but we're going out. So, see, Oh, guys, I like this. Bam! Score right while I was. Damn, I like this. She made me lose my whole train of thought thinking about that. Woo-hoo. I get to take one home with me. Now, other boys out there are going to be jealous because you go leave with me.
Yeah, that's right.
I know. I like it. This works out beautifully. Now I got to get my head back into where it was at. Or I'll go back into the shit I talked about yesterday. Literally the shit I talked about yesterday. You missed it. I gave them my whole lineup of shitty jokes. Yeah. I mean, really shitty jokes. They were bad. So I'll give you at least one of them. I got really upset recently about something that happened. This was Tuesday. I had tea with me because I've been having an allergy flare because I've been moving and dust on the boxes. So, and the tea helps me. I come back to get it, and almost every one of the packs of tea are gone. This is brand new. I was like, you fuckers. No get mad. No get mad. We'll deal with this another way. Much more mature way than getting pissed off and yelling at somebody. I remove what tea is left, and I replace it with the same kind of tea except it's got probiotics in it. I'm like, yes, bitch. I gotta wait for this shit to happen. I go fix my cup of tea, and I sit down. I'm waiting. It's been halfway through the day. I'm waiting. I'm listening to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear it. This loud, gurgly, funky noise. I'm like, yes, it's happening. Somebody's about to explode. A couple minutes later, I'm listening some more. I hear it again. It's louder. I'm like, oh, that person's really gonna get fucked up. And then I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a minute, there's nobody else in the room. Whoa, wait a minute, that's my stomach. Oh my God. And it doesn't happen the whole day at work. And I go to Hawaiian Brian's. Yeah, I show up at Hawaiian Brian's. And I'm sneezing. And my belly's gurgling. And I'm like, oh God. Every time I sneeze, I gotta go to the bathroom because I'm like, oh my God, the whole time. And that was the most terrifying 3 minutes on stage of my life. Not because of the mic, because I was scared I was going to sneeze and they were going to think I was going to have COVID or I was going to shit on stage. I was like, fuck me, it's coming out one way or the other. What the hell? Yeah, I fucked myself up. And I'm trying to decide, am I going to name that No Get Mad or Total Backfire? I was like, I'm going with the latter of the two. Total Backfire's winning so far because that was traumatizing. The only other time I pinched my butt that much and that hard was the time that, I try not to clench then. You're supposed to let it go. You're supposed to let it go. You're not supposed to clench at that point. But also, only other time, I had been walking from my house 2 miles away and I feel that I need to fart. And I'm like, oh, there's nobody here. I'm going to fart. And in my voice, inner voice says, don't do it. And I'm like, oh, but it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. Oh, it's gotta happen. I'm looking in the air, looking at it. It's gotta happen, bitch. It's gotta happen. The next thing I hear, bruise. You ate bruise. I'm like, oh. Girls, I don't run. I ran. Butt clenched and running uphill for 2 miles. I had some traumatizing moments. This was at the end of 2020. It proved that 2020 was not the shittiest year ever because I did not shit myself. Thank you, God. But, before I tell any more shitty jokes, I will get Nicole up here to bring her boner up here with my boobies so that we can get the bad girl off stage and into the air out there. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Oh my God, it's Jessica Rabbit. That's why I don't do the whole girly makeup stuff because, I don't want to get hairspray stuck on any of my orifices. And usually by those orifices, there's hair and it just doesn't end well. Shit, it scared the crap out of me. The whole anal thing, you're talking about lube and all this. Can I tell you one time that I did anal, I used club soda as lubrication. So desperate. So you can imagine that. Yeah,
At least it wasn't hand sanitizer.